This video is going to be a little update about my life as an au pair in the US because it's been 6 months since I moved to the US. I've been here half of a year already. It's incredible. I can't believe it. Time flies. So I wanted to do a little recap. I'm in New York City right now, and some parts of the video are going to be in New York City because I don't really have the time to film in California. That's a crazy sentence to say, but anyways. So an au pair is just basically like a live-in nanny. And so the au pair, she lives with the family. You live with the family, take care of the kids. You play with them, you drive them. Sometimes you help them take a bath. Sometimes you cook for them. Sometimes, like it depends on au pairs and families. It varies. You can go au pairing in most countries. I don't know how it works in Africa, Asia, and Latin America, but I know that in Europe, Northern America, and Oceania, it's kind of they do it. You have to choose an agency. Some countries accept au pairs that don't have agencies, but in the US, it's illegal to be an au pair without having an agency that was approved by the US government. My agency is Au Pair Care. It's the second biggest one in Europe, and to me, the best. And then you complete a lot of forms, a lot of things. When your profile is approved, you will be online, and families will be able to see you and to request interviews. And so I only had 2 interviews actually, and the family that I'm with right now was the second one that I talked to. I was very, very lucky. I am one of the luckiest au pairs ever because I have literally like one of the best families ever. I have so many perks. My schedule is pretty light, and anyways. So once they choose you, you fly to the US. With some agencies just like mine, you can have this little New York tour, New York City experience, which I did a vlog about. But yeah, that's what an au pair is. Might be shaken, but not stirred. What I love most about being an au pair is the kids. I love my kids. Like, I literally, when I'm on vacation and I come back, it's always like, oh my God, like I'm always so happy to see them. And I have such a good relationship with them. We laugh so much, and I don't know, I just love taking care of them. I love kids in general, but I think those kids are literally the easiest ones. And I have worked in Friends, I was a camp counselor, have babysat kids and everything, so they are literally like the most well-behaved kids ever. What I also love is that I personally get to do so many things aside. As I said, I have a very light schedule, and so I can do so many stuff, work on my music, work on my videos, and my family is very flexible, and I'm not gonna be burnt out from being an au pair in this family, that's for sure. So yeah, I love my job. And I love that as an au pair, you get to live in a different country and you get to experience so many things that you would not have experienced in your country. I just love being in the US, and I feel like this is not an easy country to navigate, but it's so easy, so much easier when you're living with people. You don't have to take care of all the bills, and yeah, basically it's easier like that. I feel like being an au pair is so much easier because you have a community. You have au pair clusters everywhere in the US, especially in California. California is like very attractive to au pairs. I am feeling super well. There has been lows, and there will always be lows. I feel like that's part of life, and that's part of the adventure. Moving to the US was the best decision that I took. I'm feeling so well in the US. I don't feel homesick. Yeah, sure, like sometimes I miss my family, but I'm not really one to be held back by this feeling, So I really love it here. Saying this as I'm on vacation in New York City. I learned how to be more responsible, I would say. And, I have lived all alone in Paris when I was 18. Was not an adult, but I was, that's still like a first step to independence. But this time, the only difference between like a person I would call like a fully independent adult in me is just like the financial situation. But other than that, it's like exactly the same. I'm doing my laundry, which I was not doing before. I'm cooking for myself, which I was rarely cooking. I'm eating super healthy. I have a better sleep schedule. I'm more organized. I do so much more now, and I'm way more active. I made some good friends here. I've always been like super sociable, but I feel like when you start over in a new country, it's very different from like making friends in your country because you have a basis, I feel like. While like here, it's like you gotta go out of your way and actually make friends. And so I feel like there are so many little things that I was not doing before that I'm doing now. I was like before I would not like drive on highways that much because we don't really need that in France. We have also like a lot of public transportations for like big cities, but here, depending on where you live in the US, you need your car and you need to go on the highway, and that was very new for me, and I'm very proud of myself because I'm doing it all the time and I don't mind. And I feel like that's the best thing is like if you move out of your comfort zone, if you don't have friends or family that can like do things for you, you will have to do them. The inconvenience of not being able to do those things is going to overcome the fear of doing them. So you will do them. And that's what I love about like being away. And you can just choose whoever you want to be. It's easier far away from like your cultural background, your social circle. And I learned how to like travel all alone also because I had never done that. Like boarding a plane all alone. It's so cool. And I'm so proud of myself. Like, right now I'm still alone in New York City and it's crazy to me. I would have never thought that I would do that like a few years ago, And I feel like I'm less shy to like vlog and everything. Like I'm doing this right now. I'm still on that highlight. And it's like very, very busy. So that's pretty much everything that I learned. It's like if you want something, you go get it. Nobody's gonna get it for you. Go provoke the opportunities and do it. Darling, there is nothing right when all you see. Being an au pair is not easy. It's very difficult. I feel like families don't really understand how hard it is for someone to just leave everything behind and like leave their country, So it's very much not easy. You have to take care of kids. Sometimes it's cool. Sometimes families are cool. Sometimes they're not. I'm really glad for being lucky enough to be on the good side of the au pair adventure. A lot of au pairs have rematched. A lot of au pairs have left the country in less than 6 months. And so just know if you want to get yourself into this adventure that it's not going to always be easy. So I just wanted to say, just know that my experience as an au pair does not reflect the majority of experiences that I could read or hear about au pairs around me, and even au pairs that I don't personally know. My working schedule is the lightest schedule that I've ever heard about. Literally, I've never heard any au pair that has had the same schedule as me. My life is not representative of the majority of what au pairs go through. So please do not only listen to what the agencies sell you and join Facebook groups. Listen to au pairs on YouTube, just like me, and do your research. Ask a lot of questions to families. Be ready for a potential mismatch with the host family when you arrive, because that happens a lot. That is very common. This program is not a fairy tale, so please be careful, because I have heard countless stories about au pairs that don't have the life that they wanted to have and that are disappointed. So I would say au pairs who haven't had any rematch, just like me, and who found the best family right away, we are part of the 10, if not 5% of au pairs in the US. So just keep that in mind. And you'll have to do a lot of sacrifices and there are a lot of compromises. So think of that. So I am going to extend, because as an au pair in the US, it is for a year. But you can have more than a year with your current family or a different family. I know for sure that I will extend with the same family. So I am going to stay for a while in the US And after this, we'll see. We'll see what I do. I'll keep you posted. I have big projects, great ambitions. If you want to see more of my artistic journey, I have a complete series about that on my YouTube channel. It's called Finding My Voice. So if you want to see more about me as an artist in the US, definitely make sure to follow me. So I have 1.5 years left in the US for sure. And then we'll see what happens. So that was it. That was my little recap. I hope you have a great day or night whenever you're watching. All right, bye. I could feel it in